Thimir Prabhu can coordinate your questions at the end, and Guruji will make sure to answer all your questions at the end of the lecture. And now, Guruji will start with today's Bhagavad Gita class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरा परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम। Hare Krishna. By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we have successfully started the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We finished one sloka, the very first sloka in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So Bhakti Yoga, this chapter has got 20 slokas in total, one of the small chapters. So one of the small chapter, so it's 20 slokas, but each and every sloka we are going to get so much of knowledge, especially towards the end in the 5 or 6 slokas. Krishna is actually going to tell us very, very clearly that what kind of qualities we should have. So Krishna, then we are dearer to Krishna. He says each and every sloka in those slokas, the last line, he is dearer to me, he is dearer to me, like that Krishna says that. So that way, in Bhagavad Gita, we understand what are the qualities we should have, what are the qualities we should gain. If we don't have, we can gain them. So in order to get ourselves relieved from this material world, we have to elevate ourselves with all these qualities what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita. Like in the second chapter, when Arjuna asked the question about the symptoms of a self-realized person, Sthita Prajna, Krishna in the 18 slokas, Krishna answered very, very clearly how a Sthita Prajna, a self-realized person will behave. Because Arjuna asked the question that way only. Arjuna asked Krishna that Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sthitadi kim prabhasyeta kim masita vrajeta kim. So a person who has achieved steady intelligence, who has got Sthita Prajna, so what language he speaks and what does he speak? Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha means what language he speaks. Ka bhasha. Samadhistasya kesava. Sthita di kim prabhasheta. What does he speak? Kim masita. How does he sit? Prajayata kim. How does he walk? So basically the qualities of a person who has achieved self-realization, who has achieved steady intelligence, that means who has achieved the yoga status, who is not disturbed by the success or failure in this world, who is freed from the results of the activities. So how does he behave? That's what Arjuna is asking. And for that, Krishna very, very clearly, completely explained, very nicely explained how he behaves. So in those 18 slokas. So if we follow, understand all these slokas and achieve all those qualities, so that means we will be Sthita Prajna. That's what is very important. Or even if you want to find out somebody who is Sthita Prajna or not, if you know all these qualities very well, we can just try to find out if any person who fits into these qualities, we can declare him that he is a Sthita Prajna. So Sthita Prajna means a person who is not disturbed by anything in this material world. Whatever happens, he is not moved, not disturbed at all. So then he is a Sthita Prajna. So that means a person who has achieved steady intelligence. So we need to have steady intelligence and steady mind. So all such things are needed, but we can get all those things only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That means only by the mercy of Krishna. Because with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will be able to completely surrender unto Krishna. Because with this knowledge, we will know without any doubt that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Once we get that kind of faith, that kind of knowledge, which is based on the philosophy, which is not just based on the sentiments. So it should be a philosophical faith, not a sentimental faith. So that way, with this knowledge, we know for sure Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then we can serve Krishna. We can remember Krishna. We can follow what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So all such things are possible only if we get this knowledge. That's what we are getting every day. We are understanding. Very nice questions Arjuna is asking. Now Arjuna is asking another very important question he just now asked in the 12th chapter, very first sloka. So who is the best? Those who worship you as a person or those who worship you in your unmanifested impersonal form? So it's a very important question. Like that, how many questions Arjuna has already asked? We need to understand all these questions. Arjuna is asking excellent questions. So what is the difference between karma and buddhi? And what's the difference between akarma and karma? So that basically the 5th chapter, the very first sloka, Arjuna is simply asking the question of difference between akarma and karma. Which one I should do? Should I do akarma or should I do karma? Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha samsasi. So you spoke to me about the sannyasam karmanam, giving up the activities. But you also explained to me about performing the activities without expecting results. Which one I should follow? So that's what Arjuna is asking Krishna. So like this, there are so many questions Arjuna asked in Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna answered everything. Even in the 8th chapter, very first sloka, first and second slokas, he's asking lot of questions. Just lot, not one or two, many. Kim tat brahma, kim madhyatma, kim karma purushottama, adi bhutam cha kim proktam, adi devam kim uchyate, adi yajnaha katham kotra degesmin madhusudana, prayana kale cha katham nyayosi niyatatma bigi. Kim, katham. So many questions Arjuna asked. Similarly, in the 13th chapter, the very first sloka also, Arjuna asks a lot of questions. Prakritim purusham chaiva kshetram kshetrajnam cha etat veditum ichchami jnanam nyayam cha kesava. I want to know what is prakriti, purusha, kshetra, kshetrajna, jnana, nyaya, all such things. So that is what Bhagavad Gita is. Bhagavad Gita is not simply just any book or something we can just read and finish it, not like that. This Bhagavad Gita is the book about our own self, to know about ourselves, that we are the soul. We are not the body, we are the soul. So that means we need to repeatedly study this Bhagavad Gita again and again and understand fully, completely. It should be possible for us to share this knowledge with everyone because we should know this knowledge in and out. We should know everything. So then it is very, very easy for us to actually share this knowledge and make many, many devotees everywhere. That's the only way we can bring peace and prosperity in the society. This knowledge of Bhagavad Gita only can do that magic. Because with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when everyone becomes a devotee of Krishna, and if you want to do everything only to please Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, so then our life is going to be very, very blissful. So that's for that reason only we should use this human form of life, this human body, which is very, very special, which we got it. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we got this opportunity. As I said many, many times in the past, that our body is very special. The human body is very, very special, especially with our human brain. We can do lot of tasks, lot of things, lot of intelligent tasks, lot of like we can go to Krishna's well. It's possible only with this human body, not with any other body. We have got that human body. We have to make use of it. This is a great opportunity. We have to make use of this body, this human body, to go to Krishna's well. That's what is very important. To go to our own well and lead a permanent blissful life with Krishna all the time, without not worrying about anything else in this well. Everything in this well is going to be completely destroyed. Nothing is going to stay here in this well forever. Everything is simply a matter of time. That's it. Everything gets destroyed. So that way, we cannot think that our body is permanent. But unfortunately, most of the time, in all our activities, we think that our body is permanent. We think that this life is permanent. We think that whatever we do here, that's what is permanent. Every day we think like that. We don't remember, we don't understand that at any point of time we can be kicked out of this body. We will die at any point of time. Nothing is permanent here. No relationship is permanent. Nothing is in this world is permanent. Everything is temporary. Everything is simply a matter of time. As we already studied at length in the 11th chapter, Krishna said very clearly that Kalosmi Lokakshayam Kritam. So I have come here to destroy the world. I am the time, the destroyer of the great destroyer of the world. Lokakshayam Krit Pravruddho. So that way, this world is going to be getting destroyed, but when we go to Krishna's well, we don't have to worry about this destruction at all. Everything is going to be permanent there. So that's what Krishna is repeatedly asking us in Bhagavad Gita, that you just follow what I say, you just remember me, you think of me, you do everything for me, you will come to me, don't worry, come to me. That's what Krishna is repeatedly is saying in Bhagavad Gita. He is giving us this knowledge only for that reason. So we all have faith. That's why we are able to progress. That's why we finished. Even very successfully we finished the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That is the universal form. We understood very clearly how Krishna's universal form looks like. Even though we don't have special eyes, we don't have divine eyes to see. But with our ears, what we have right now, by Krishna's mercy, we are able to hear, we are able to study, we are able to read with our eyes this Bhagavad Gita and understand about how Krishna's universal form looks like. That is enough. We already know. But we need to actually go and see Krishna's original two-armed, original form face to face. That's what is very important. We want to be with Krishna all the time. We don't want to miss Krishna. That's what we need to understand. We need to feel that separation. We are separated from Krishna. So we need to go to Krishna's well. We need to remember Krishna. That's what is very, very important for us. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, which is the time-tested knowledge, which is the most confidential knowledge, we have got the opportunity to study. So by understanding this knowledge fully, completely, so that means we are really educated person. That's what is called real education. Practical education is only this Bhagavad Gita, because when we are able to practice this Bhagavad Gita, so we are going to be actually liberated from this material bondage. We are going to achieve a life which is fully permanent. So that's why when Arjuna is asking the question, such questions, Krishna is actually taking many, many slokas to answer them. So whatever Arjuna asked Krishna, every question Krishna answered. For no question Krishna said, no, this question I can't answer, I don't want to answer, nothing like that. Whatever question Arjuna asked, Krishna spoke, Krishna gave the detailed answer, the complete answer. So that way, if we remember Krishna, we are safe. If we believe in Krishna, if we remember Krishna, if we serve Krishna, so then we don't have to worry about anything. If we don't do all these things, if we are disconnected from Krishna, if we forget Krishna, if we neglect and ignore Krishna, so then we are going to struggle in this world. We are going to suffer in this world, material world. So our sufferings in this material world can be completely eradicated by ourselves remembering Krishna, by surrendering unto Krishna. Then there are no more suffering because no more material bodies. We are not going to take any more material body. Once we take the material body, once we are forced to accept this material body, once we are forced inside this material body, so then we have to struggle, we have to suffer, and we have to die. We have to leave this body. This body will be destroyed. We think that we are this body. Unfortunately, most of the time that's what we think, but this body will be completely destroyed. So, since the time is ripe now for us, and we are very, very fortunate, and Krishna is so much merciful upon us. We have got this great opportunity to study Bhagavad Gita. We are making progress. We are understanding. And we just have to keep revising what we studied already, all these slokas. And just we need to follow what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Sloka to sloka, word to word, everything we need to just follow what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So that kind of opportunity also Krishna will create. We just have to desire. We just have to pray to Krishna that to give such opportunity. So Krishna is already willing to serve us, already willing to help us to get out of this material world. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we have to just follow what Krishna says. So then we will be freed from this material body. So for the question Arjuna asked in the 12th chapter, the very first sloka, Arjuna asked the question to Krishna that Arjuna uvacha yevam satata yukta ye bhaktastvam paryupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaga. That's what Arjuna asked. Those who are always engaged in your worship, Tesam satata yuktai. Bhaktas tvam, your devotees. Bhaktas, devotees. Tvam paryupasade. Those who worship you, those who serve you. So those who are worshipping you, those who are always rendering devotional service unto you, those who are serving you. So Tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. So here, evam satata yuktaye bhaktas tvam paryupasate. Ye chapi aksharam avyaktam. But those who worship the unmanifested impersonal form, that's what ye chapi aksharam avyaktam tesam ke yoga vittamaga. Tesam ke yoga vittamaga. Of them, who is the best in yoga? That's what Arjuna is asking. Tesam ke yoga vittamaga. So now Krishna is answering in the next sloka what we are studying in the sloka number 2, second sloka in the 12th chapter. Krishna is teaching. Krishna is answering. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Veshya Mano Yema Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddaya Parayo Petas Teme Yukta Tamo Tamamataga. Teme yukta tamamataha. So I consider them to be the most perfect. Whom? Mayavesya mano yemam. Those who focus their mind upon me. That's what Mayavesya mano yemam. Those who fix their minds on my personal form. So that's what Mayavesya mano yemam. Nitya yukta upasade, who are always engaged in worshipping me. This one Nitya yukta upasade. So those who are able to focus and fix their mind on me all the time, and those who are always engaged in my worship with faith, Shraddhaya, Shraddhaya Parayopeta, with transcendental faith, with supreme faith, Shraddhaya Parayopeta, Teme Yukta Tamamataka. I consider him to be the most perfect. I consider them, Teme Yukta Tamamataka. So they are the best. So that's what Yukta Tamamataka. So they are considered by me to be the most perfect. So that's what Krishna is saying. So if we remember Krishna, worship him as a person, so then we are doing the things in the right way, right direction. So that's why this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is needed. Now we know everything very clearly. Now there is no confusion because Krishna already told, Arjuna asked, and Krishna told. So we don't have to really think or ask the question which one is the best. That is not the answer. We are going to find out from somewhere else. Already in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has clearly answered this. Arjuna asked this question and Krishna answered it completely. So Krishna is saying that the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great care, with great and transcendental faith, are considered by me to be most perfect. That's what Krishna is saying. Now we know. Now there is no more question. We already know very well that we need to worship Krishna as a person. So we need to follow. Because Krishna is very clearly that Te me yuktatama mathaga. Me mataga. Me mataga means that is my opinion. That is I consider them. So that's what Krishna's mata. Krishna's opinion. That's what we need to understand. So matam means it's religion. So Krishna's religion. So here, Te me yukta tama mataga. That's what Krishna is saying. So being a devotee of Krishna, worshipping Krishna in his personal form, so that is the best way to worship Krishna. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the second sloka in the 12th chapter. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and we'll discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.